little over a year.
Have you ever been in a courtroom?
Commander Lieutenant Caffey successfully plea bargained 44 cases in 9 months.
One more, I get a set of steak knives.
The facts of the case are these. On midnight of September 6th, the accused entered the barracks room of their platoon mate. They tied his arms and legs with tape and forced a rag into his throat. He drowned in his own blood and was pronounced dead at 37 minutes past midnight.
I don't think you're fit to handle the defense.
You don't even know me. Ordinarily, it takes someone hours to discover I'm not fit to handle a defense.
You want to investigate me? Roll the dice and take your chances. I eat breakfast 300 yards from 4,000 Cubans who are trained to kill me. So don't think for 1 second you can come down here, flash a badge, and make me nervous.
I'll knock it all down to involuntary manslaughter, 2 years or home in 6 months.
No deal, we're going to court.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because you'll lose.
Do you think Santiago was murdered?
Private Santiago is dead because he had no honor. And God was watching.
How do you feel about that theory?
Sounds good to me.
If this case is handled in the same fast food, slick-ass, Persian bazaar manner with which you seem to handle everything else, then something's gonna get missed.
I want to slam dunk this guy.
Danny,
I know what you're going to say. You don't have to. But we don't have to make a whole big deal out of it. You like me, I won't make you say it.
I was just gonna tell you to wear magic socks tomorrow.
Okay. Good tip.
All rise.
In the heart of the nation's capital, in a courthouse of the U.S. government.
We follow orders or people die. It's that simple. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Crystal.
One man will stop at nothing to keep his honor, and one will stop at nothing to find the truth.
You men follow orders or people die.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth! Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You?
Inherit the Wind makes news everywhere. In London, a glittering world premiere. In Berlin, Inherit the Wind electrifies the Berlin Film Festival and wins 2 awards. For its brilliant performances, its warmth and humor, unprecedented acclaim for Inherit the Wind.
God speaks to Brady, and Brady tells the world. Brady, Brady, Brady Almighty! The Lord is my strength!
You're the stranger, ain't you? Are you looking for a nice, clean place to stay?
I had a nice, clean place to stay, madam, and I left it to come here.
My friends, man did not evolve from the ape, but the ape evolved from man. Now you take a look at this creature sitting here.
Welcome to Hillsborough, sir. Have you come to testify for the prosecution or the defense?
Oh, God speaks to you?
Yes.
He tells you what is right and wrong?
Yes.
And you act accordingly?
Yes.
So you, Matthew Harrison Brady, through oratory or legislature or whatever, you pass on God's orders to the rest of the world. Well, meet the prophet from Nebraska. Is that the way of things? Is that the way of things?
Winner, you'll have to make that decision for yourselves when you see Inherit the Wind. But I would promise you an experience in screen performance beyond anything you have ever seen.
innocence.
No property, no law, just love.
What should we call you?
Call me Wales,
In the wake of the Guildford pub bombing deaths, the government has responded with emergency legislation and increased police powers of search and arrest.
I have a right to speak tonight, son.
You are in trouble, Conlon.
What are you charging me with?
The murders of 5 people.
You're a good man!
Who taught you how to make the bomb, Jerry?
I didn't do this. What are you trying to do to me?
What are you doing in here?
Conspiracy to murder.
Their arrest was only the beginning.
My name's Giuseppe Conlon. I'm an innocent man, so's my son.
Of a remarkable journey.
All of the defendants claim that they were subjected to physical and mental abuse while under police custody.
We're never harmed in any way.
How do you find the defendants?
Guilty as charged.
From the hands of a government.
This is your home for the rest of your life.
Who knew they were innocent.
What are we going to do now?
Nothing. To the heart of a lawyer.
This conspiracy of silence has kept my client behind bars for 14 years.
Determined to prove it.
They're as guilty as sin.
In the name of justice. In the name of truth. In the name of love. In the name of the Father.
One of the best and most powerful films of the year. A brilliant film, riveting. A powerful, mesmerizing movie. This is a film you must see.
You're right in front of us, boys.
MCA Universal Home Video proudly presents a true story of courage.
Daddy, the IRA has our Jerry.
Truth.
I swear to God, I know where I was the time the bombs. I didn't do that.
And ultimate triumph. In the Name of the Father also stars one of the finest and most respected actresses of our time, Academy Award winner Emma Thompson of Howard's End and The Remains of the Day.
It's not the stairs that are killing your father, Jerry. It's your lack of faith.
Prepare yourself for a dramatic and heart-pounding experience based on the true story of one man's struggle for justice.
I will fight on! In the name of my father and of the church!
Hey, hey, hey. There is a new movie coming to this town. All those involved in this film will now be sworn in.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you have done your job in this picture to the best of your ability? James Stewart?
I do.
Lee Remick?
I do.
Ben Gazzara?
I do.
Arthur O'Connell?
I do.
Eve Arden?
I do.
Catherine Grant?
I do.
And you, Duke Ellington?
I do.
And you, Joseph N. Welsh, who temporarily deserted the real law to play Judge Weaver?
I do.
This is highly irregular.
Irregular, John? Didn't you approve the screenplay by Wendell Mays?
Yes?
Didn't you, when I came up here, suggest that we shoot here in this courtroom, and didn't you yourself suggest every single location for the film, including your own house that you were kind enough to lend us?
Well, that's true.
And didn't you, being not only a bestseller novelist, but also a justice of the Supreme Court of Michigan, didn't you supervise every single legal detail in the film?
Yes, Otto, but you don't have a jury.
Oh, that, you see, John, our jury is not just 12 men and women in a box. Our judge and jury sits out there, millions and millions of people in the theaters.
Leonard thinks I do.
Well, do you?
Am I already under oath?
We are dealing with a capital crime. The prosecution will try to hang your husband.
Betty, bye. Go upstairs now. Get undressed and lie down.
What a nauseating prospect. How did you get hold of these?
What difference does it make so long she gets what's coming to her?
What have you got against her?
I'll give you something to dream about, mister.
Want to kiss me, ducky?
You killed Emily French.
No, I didn't. I didn't do it. I didn't kill her. I never killed anybody.
The question is, Frau Helm, were you lying then? Are you lying now? Or are you not, in fact, a chronic and habitual liar?
Damn you. Damn you! Leave her alone. Damn you!
Members of the jury, are you all agreed upon your verdict?
We are. Do you find the prisoner at the bar, Leonard Stephen Vole, guilty or not guilty of the murder of Emily Jane French?
Guilty or not guilty? The answer to that question is the end of most mystery stories. But in witness for the prosecution, it is only the beginning of a series of climaxes that I defy you to guess. You'll talk about this picture, all right, but you'll never tell the ending to your friends, because you won't want to spoil their excitement and their fun.